4 more homes were hit by gunfire overnight in Rochester.
This makes 3 straight days houses have been struck by bullets, a concerning trend that RPD says they are working to put an end to. Amel Elhel joins us now live from the Public Safety Building with more on this. Amel.
Adam, Teresa, luckily no injuries were reported last night in any of the 4 homes that were struck by gunfire. However, whether or not these incidents are connected is still under investigation. Firing bullets into homes has turned into a troubling trend in the city of Rochester. Within the last 3 days alone, 6 homes have been struck with people inside.
Bullets flying into houses is not okay.
Overnight Sunday, police say 2 11-year-olds were nearly shot when their house was struck by gunfire on Ripley Street. Overnight Monday, police say a 38-year-old woman was struck by gunfire when her house was shot on Roycroft Drive. And last night, 4 occupied homes were struck. 2 homes on Durnan Street, 1 on Clifford Avenue, and another on Mason Street. Lieutenant Greg Bello with the Rochester Police Department says no suspects are in custody and the investigation is still underway, meaning they are still trying to determine whether or not these incidents are connected.
So some are certainly related and some aren't related. Every gunfire in the city is not tied into each other. So when we say that, it's at the time this street may not be related to that street, but certainly there's a potential that some of these incidents are in fact related to each other.
Regardless of whether these shootings are connected, the 3-day trend is alarming to much of the community.
You never know what's on the other side of that wall, that window, that door, right? Just the other night we had 2 11-year-old children that were nearly struck with gunfire while sitting inside their house.
Lieutenant Bello says if you know someone who has an illegal gun or someone who is involved in a dispute, to seek help before it turns violent or possibly deadly.
Really working with those groups with Pathways to Peace, with SNUG, to try to get ahead of some of these disputes and making sure everybody's aware of these resources that are out there to help people with their disputes before it leads towards pulling the trigger on a gun. Because once you shoot that gun, once that bullet goes out, that bullet doesn't come back.
Links to all of the resources that have been mentioned are available over on our website, rochesterfirst.com. For now, we're live in Rochester. Amel Elhel, News 8.
Amel, thank you. Again, no suspects are in custody from any of the 4 shootings that happened last night.